Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Mitoma. And it's Kimmich. Rodri.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Messi. Kimmich. Messi. Now it's Lukaku. He's found a way past. Mitoma. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Deco. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Yaya Toure. Cafu. And it's Yaya Toure. Now, can they get him away? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's good defending in numbers. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Shifted upfield.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Now it's Eto'o. And it's Messi. Cafu. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Howson. That has been slung wide. Rodri.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure.
Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Yamal. Kimmich plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Jeff Chiba really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Deco. The pass has gone astray. Mitoma. Now that looks a decent ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Lukaku was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Eto'o receives it in a wide position. Now it's Yamal. That's really well manoeuvred. Kimmich.
Jeff Chiba truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Howson. Toma. And that's gone loose. Kimmich. And claimed it back swiftly. Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's found the way through. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Lukaku. Mitoma. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Here we go again.
Jeff, Chiba really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Knocks it out wide, crosses it in.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Rodri, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a really well-measured ball. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. That's tidy. Takes a shot. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Mbappe. Guardiola. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. And he's picked it up out wide. Serginho's cross. Loose ball, and again! Yamal finds himself offside. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
He's in plenty of space here. In with the challenge. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Yaya Toure. And here's Hullet. And that has put paid to that. And he's forced to go back. And it's Messi. And this is Yaya Toure. Guardiola does really well to win the ball there. Serginho. Deco. Now Mbappe. Can he get it through? Messi. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Rodri. Mbappe. Cafu. And it's Kimmich. Now Howson tries to thread one through with Toma. Yaya Toure. This might spell danger.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Jeff Chiba really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And this is bullet! And that could have brought them level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Stood up well to him there. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. And it's claimed by the keeper. Well, that is one way to stop him. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
El dorsal 8, Deco, será reemplazado por el dorsal 22, Gerard. Cambio de jugadores.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Caceres got a long way forward to join the attack. Knocks it into space. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, super ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Great ball. And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And it's Yaya Toure.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Yaya Toure.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Rummenigge is onto this. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Hernes. Now this could be a chance. Messi. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I can really see this guy, Omar Marmoush, being an absolute nightmare for the defence here. He's a great all-round attacker who has good pace in behind, and that makes him very effective against teams that like to play compact low blocks. He's a great passer and dribbler and a very good poacher.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And he's running through. Shot at goal! Goal! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. The ball has bounced loose now. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Now it's Messi. That's really well cleared. Yaya Toure. Guardiola. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And he's managed to get free. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Played out to the left flank. That is a brilliant interception. Marmoush, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. And that's gone loose. Messi. And it's McTominay. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it into space. Roberto Carlos. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That was superb goalkeeping.
Nunez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's played forward. Now it's Lukaku. And this is Cruyff. Shoots! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now they can spring out of defence. A lovely pass, but can he get there? He's being urged to shoot. Looking to go deep.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Azar. And Darwin. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Hullet. Gets into some space. Pings in across. He's played it long. Rafael Leao. And it's Bernardo Silva. He has found the way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Played up towards the front line. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Rafael Leao. That is good strength. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. There's the shot! That's got him rattled. McTominay. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Yaya Toure.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Opts for safety. Looking to play him in. Caceres gets across to intercept that. Marmouche. There's the whistle for half-time. We'll look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible.
Everyone, please welcome our players. Substitution on the field. Number 5, Halsen.
And we're off again.
To replace him is number 3, Maldini.
Now it's Lukaku. And it's Cruyff. And Cruyff!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Caceres. Bernardo Silva. Marmouche. He's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Roberto Carlos gets a foot in here. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bernardo Silva. And it's Caceres. Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted. Marmouche. He's found a way through. The ball goes in. And he's taking no chances there. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Cruyff, and here's Hullet. Now it's Messi. Messi! Messi! Genius! About as smooth as it gets. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot around the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
3-0 and things are starting to look... Goes for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Guardiola. Rijkaard. And it's Ødegaard. Marmouche. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's Lukaku! Odegaard. Marmouche. He's shifting through the gears here. Odegaard. Odegaard going face-to-face with his great rival. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Yaya Toure. Dink through. And it's Maldini. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's delightful. He's got away. Swings it across. And he gets rid in a hurry. That's a sharp pass. And the counter is on. He's picked his way through. Good ball. Great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And that for him is goal number 10. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's become a case of men against boys. Inter Milan have a free kick. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Lukaku. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And this is Lukaku. He is through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And he's gone looking for safety.
At a time.
That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Lukaku. And he was alert to it. And he's quick to get it clear again. Julu. There won't be another chance after this one. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating. Can he finish? Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's shifting through the gears here. Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Neymar. And this is Hullet. Great chance! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take...
Chance, surely! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
You've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, that's a key interception. Kimmich. Rummenigge. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! No mistake! And again they hit the front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Raul. And he's being shifted off it. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Hullet takes control of it. And Hullet! Superb from Hullet! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're at it again in double quick time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Neymar. Now it's Roberto Carlos. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Rummenigge. Shot and goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Good ball. Harness! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's quick to get it clear again. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Played towards the other side. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Raul. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Looking for options for movement. Very nicely done. He's free. Rummenigge! And it's come back out to him. Yes! And they are pulling clear here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Roll! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, and he lines up a cross. Oh, smashing header! Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
And here's Hullet. Well read. And the danger is averted. Messi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And Azar. Played out wide. Played in deep. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. That's a decent clearance. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Hermes. Messi, and Messi! And the keeper has done it off. Top stop.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Rui Costa, and this is Raul. Oh, well played, well played. Roberto Carlos. Hernes. And here's Hullet. Howson gets across to intercept that. Alexander-Arnold. Rijkaard. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Now it's Platini. Yep, it's a corner. Platini plays it short. Great defending, strong and determined. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Neymar. And that has sent him sprawling. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Neymar.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Oh, super ball. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
It certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Bullet! And another try! It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos goes short, and that is expertly dealt with. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Rui Costa looking understandably energised after his goal. Bullet being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Ooh, perfectly measured. Mbappe! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Toure tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Kimmich. Tries to pass it through. That's very neat. And he's away. And Messi! He's kept it out just. Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the right. And it's Michel Platini. That's been cut out, well played. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here. So much time and space here. Tries to get it clear. Ball's gone out of play. Barcelona have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Stojkovic getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Messi. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Neymar. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mbappe is onto this, and he's taking no chances there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Stojkovic! They're going to be quick to recover this. Plays it, and one more try! In once, and again! And it's in! And they are right back within touch! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So is this the start of a comeback? He can get that clear. Kimmich kept his eye on it, and he's there. Opts for safety. Kimmich conjures time and space where few can. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Now it's Neymar. Kimmich. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Roberto Carlos. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. And he gets rid in a hurry. Decent chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. It's a goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. Chance! And it's a goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now, can he find a decent chance? And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Can he get away here? Hakimi. Has a look and plays it forward. That looks a good ball through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Ibrahimovic, picked out brilliantly. And he's there to get it away. That'll be a throw-in. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. It's a sharp pass. Yaya Toure produces the perfect tackle there. He's in a great position here. There's the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goal. And he shoots! That's another chance. It's in! And the comeback is complete. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Tries to get it clear. That's really well cleared. And smartly reclaimed. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. No luck with that dink over the top. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. And the counter is on. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely feet. An instinctive header! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and
bullish header! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Gets his head on it! It's in! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So is this the start of a comeback? Rijkaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, good take. Olise! Kimmich can so cleverly bypass the press. So what can they make of this? Oh, strongly challenged there. Yamal. And it's Rijkaard. Looking for options for movement. Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Roberto Carlos. Mitoma. Cruyff. Kimmich. And there's the end of the first half.
Jeff, Chiba are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And we are back underway. Out towards the flank. Incoming delivery. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bellingham. Ball played for Rijkaard. Mbappe. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He is through here. He's gone for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's made its way to him. He has found the way through. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's good play from him.
Oh, just skips past his man. And here's Elise. Rijkaard. Oh, that's superb. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Iniesta is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
And they can counter here. Mitoma is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cruyff stood his ground strongly. And he was alert to it. Well, they can break here. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Iniesta. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's picked his way through, and that's aimed into the middle. And it's in! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes.
The goal scorer after 68 minutes is number 11, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
China can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Number 21, Raul. Substitution.
So now the difference is 3. Guardiola. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Yamal. Hernes. And it's Kimmich. Now it's Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Messi.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That is a brilliant interception. Danger averted for now. Now it's Mbappe. Corner then.
Substitution for China. Number 8.
China making another change here.
Number 14. Bellingham. Coming on the field. Number 10. Messi. Number 20.
And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. It's Inzaghi! Rijkaard gets it clear. That's a decent clearance.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri. And that is as far as they're going to go.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rijkaard. That's been cut out, well played. Kimmich. Well, that has not gone well. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's a sharp little ball here. Tries from distance. And he couldn't quite make it 6. That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. He's beaten the last man. Opts for safety. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Roberto Carlos. Oh, sweet feet. It's a promising position. Van Dijk clears it away.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Scholes. No, it's come to nothing.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Deep cross. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Stood up well to him there. Cruyff.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Looking to play him in. An instinctive delivery. Neymar. And the counter is on. And it's Zanetti. Kimmich does really well to win the ball there. Kimmich did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And Cruyff! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Messi! It's anyone's ball now. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Jeff, Chiba are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
McTominay, a player who needs no introduction. Neymar. He's looking wide. Scholes could try cutting inside here. Flashes, big header! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he's heaved it away. Cannavaro. Howson. And it's Hernandez. And here's Scholes. Oh, smashing header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Quick look, then plays it in. That's an excellent interception. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Neymar. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's hot. Chance! Scholes. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And it's Neymar. Tries to pass it through, in towards the back stick. And he gets rid in a hurry. Alonso! And the first half is done. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal. That extra clinical edge.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's picked it up out wide. Tries to get it clear.
Utrecht clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Neymar. Scholes. Zanetti. The ball has bounced loose now. Well, it didn't look a terrible pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's made its way to him. That's a look and plays it forward. Rummenigge. He's on it. Can he get away? And he's in and Christ! He's got it all! The breakthrough arrives at last! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
This ended up in no man's land. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Utrecht have a free kick. Van Dijk. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Neymar. He's found a way past. Nicely spread. De Bruyne gets into some space. Now the... Surely now! They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 19.
And he's being shifted off it. Utrecht appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Kimmich. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Jeff Chiba surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And it's Iniesta. He's in a great position here. Can he finish? It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Just 5 minutes left. Over to the left. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ibrahimovic. Passing nice and neat. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Van Dijk. That's Cannavaro. Howson. So that's it. It is all over. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.